many times.
Funnel cake eating weather?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Or deep fried Twinkies?
Both.
Or
and
corn dogs?
What else they have there? They have Krispy Kreme burgers. So, yeah, that's something new. Never heard that before. That's there. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. The weather will be fun. It's going to be hot, but listen, it'll be fairly comfortable and plenty to eat and drink to keep you cool out there, too. So that's all good. All right, let's get started. Here's all the good weather news. And it is not all that often that we can stand here on a Friday at midday and talk about how incredibly beautiful the weekend's going to be. But today is the day. We're looking at Ivesville in southern Fredericks County at Oakdale High School, and this was the scene just before sunrise, and it hasn't changed much. It's gotten brighter, but not a cloud in the sky the entire day, all because of this massive area of high pressure that's building in and will dominate the weather here and in the mountains, the beaches, straight through this upcoming weekend. Check the numbers right now. We're at 84 in Richmond, 83 at Reagan National, a little cooler west in the 70s through much of Ohio, Columbus at 77. We'll start to see a little bit of a warm up, especially east of the mountains tomorrow and more so on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then slowly humidity levels will ramp up, and it's going to get hot and humid again. It's still the middle of August here, but at the moment it's pretty good. Dew points right now running in the 50s to the lower 60s, and that makes for very comfortable conditions outside, and that won't change much during the day. Satellite and radar shows pretty much crystal clear skies up and down the Interstate 81 corridor across the Turnpike. You have to get well west of the mountains to find clouds, and those clouds are heading to the south because they're being blocked by this big ridge of high pressure that is creating these beautiful weather conditions. So we just saw Sam talking about the fair opening at 3 o'clock. Temperatures will be in the afternoon in the upper 80s, then we'll slowly drop off into the low 80s and 70s later tonight. Will be just about perfect fair weather, just about perfect weather for anything you're going to do, not only today but through the weekend. Tomorrow 91, 93 on Sunday, and humidity levels will come up a bit on Sunday afternoon, so those are above average temperatures for this time of August. But look, no threat of rain, plenty of sunshine, plan ahead, and you're going to have a great weekend, especially if you're at the beaches. I mean, it's gorgeous. Cloudless skies up and down the coast of the beaches now. Tomorrow and Sunday, both at the Mid-Atlantic beaches, Virginia Beach, and the Outer Banks, temperatures will be in the mid-80s. Water temperatures ranging through the upper 70s to low 80s. It's all looking just about as picture perfect as you can get for this time of month. All right, next 7 days for you. 89 today, 91 tomorrow, 93 on Sunday, and then late Sunday into Monday is when the humidity levels will creep up and we'll start to feel that heat and humidity combination. 94 on Tuesday. Now that's going to be hot. There could be an isolated thunderstorm, but a better chance on Wednesday and Thursday of just a few afternoon scattered storms.
What a great pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, this is fantastic. We don't have storms every day.
No, we didn't. You remember the end of May, June, and a good portion of July, we kept really have chances of rain every day. So it's settled down finally. I like it.
But you do have to water the lawns.
That you got to do.
They're going dormant. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Doug.
Thanks, Brad.
Well, now to the latest on the Minnesota dentist who killed Cecil the lion. Tonight, 2020, takes a closer look at the case as one of Dr. Walter Palmer's friends now comes to his defense. ABC's Ryan Smith joins us now with a sneak peek. Ryan, I understand you traveled to Africa. What did you learn about the hunt?
Well, Brad, it was an incredible trip, and we learned so much more than meets the eye about this hunt. So far, Dr. Walter Palmer and his guide have said they didn't know they were killing a famous local lion, and also saying the guide said that he called authorities right afterwards. But from the people on the ground, researchers who followed Cecil every single day say that may not be true. Looking at their data and what they found in all of this, they believe that the two might have tried to cover up different things about the investigation. And not only that, that collar may have been deliberately moved around to try to evade any sort of recognition that they had done something wrong. Now again, Bronkhorst, who's the guide here, and Palmer have both said they didn't know they were killing this lion, that they didn't do anything wrong, but there may be more than meets the eye.
You know, Ryan, there's a tremendous amount of passion stirred up here in the United States. How about in Africa?
There is a lot of passion, and I think it's in a different way, though. It's the idea that Cecil was really the pride of Africa in many ways. He was one of the most well-known animals on the continent, and it was one of those things where he was like a favorite son of Zimbabwe. So I think while the intensity may not be there that we see all over the world, there was a sense that someone came from overseas, took away one of our favorite sons, one of the pride, I should say, of the country, and snuffed him out and left. And that's the reason why at least a lot of people that we talk to in Zimbabwe believe that he should be brought back to Zimbabwe, Walter Palmer should, and have to face justice.
All right. Thank you very much, Ryan. Looking forward to your report. And you can tune in tonight at 10 to catch the entire story on 2020. Then stay with us for ABC 7 News at 11. Well, come